Sometimes we get places where we can't put up a mast, or we don't feel like guying it, or the park you're in doesn't want you to put stakes in the ground. So what do? I'm gonna show you this time on ham radio tube. So this just lives in my car. I don't use it a lot, but it's quite helpful, and I searched for, it took me a couple years to actually find this. This is a drive over, I think they call them a flagpole mount, but it's a mast mount. So you can drive over this plate and put your telescopic mast in this, hoist it up, get your antenna up in the air. It's been quite handy. So let me show you all about this thing. It's like 45 bucks on Amazon. It's very, very rigid and sturdy and solid and awesome. So let me show you. This is it. You got a nice flat, solid base here, and then you've got this big tube here that has an inside diameter of about 2.6 inches. So you can fit a big mast inside of it, which is great. Outside diameter, if my battery were not dead, about 3 millimeters thick right there. And then the base plate here is about 5 millimeters thick. So very, very sturdy. It did come with like a screw thing. So you could, if your mast wasn't, you know, this big, you could screw it down and tighten it out. I threw it out not thinking I'd ever need it, and I honestly haven't, but maybe don't throw it out. So let me show you how you use this. When you found a good location, you're just gonna put this under, I put it under my rear tire, just like that. And then you're just gonna back over it, just like that. And now, that puppy ain't going anywhere. So you have literally the entire weight of your car, or a quarter of it anyway, that's gonna support your mast. So I brought out an assortment of masts to show you what all will fit in here. First, we've got just one of these green fiberglass, like military poles. This is the DX Commander 12.4 meter mast. This is the Spider Beam 12 meter mast. This is the MFJ 1917, which is a 43 foot mast. This is the DX Commander Classic mast, which I think is 10 meters, I'm pretty sure. Then we've got the TN07. I think this is like 37 feet, I can't remember. And then we've got the POTA 33, the POTA 33H, the DX Commander Expedition mast, which is 10 meters, and the Pactena 10 meter mast. All of these are 10 meter masts. So let's show you what can fit. So, I mean, let's start with the smallest one. Obviously, the POTA 33 is gonna fit in there, no problem. And this, you know, if you have something small like this, this would be a good time to use that screw just to kind of keep it from flopping about there. But you could get like a wedge and cram it in there, would be something you could do there. So that fits no problem. Let's see, this POTA 33H has a bigger base at the bottom. I'm not sure if this will fit. Oh, look at that, it does. So that works. And again, you've got a little bit of space here. You can see, if I get my hand out of the shadow there, sorry, the lighting is terrible today. You can see you've got a bit of gap there. Like I said, throw a shim or a wedge or something. You know, just a block of wood cut into a 45-degree angle or something like that if you need to keep it secure. So POTA 33H, no problem. Here's the DX Commander Expedition, no problem. And the Pactena 10 meter mast, no problem at all. That's great. Here's the fiberglass military pole. That fits no problem. Plenty of room there. Let's try this DX Commander 12 meter mast. This has a lot bigger base. I don't think it'll fit. Oh, so close. So close. Like the outside diameter would, like just the mast itself, but that cap is too fat. So this is a fantastic frickin' mast otherwise. So that's a no-go. I know the 12 meter Spider Beam mast fits because this is the main mast I use. And notice I've got some electrical tape on there. I put a few wraps of electrical tape so when it moves, because I don't put anything in there to secure it, I just put it in there. But that way I've got some electrical tape just to keep it from scratching when it moves about. This is what I use, like every video you've seen pretty much where I've had a mast in this has been the Spider Beam mast. I used this at Huntsville Hamfest when we're camping at Montesano State Park. This is what I use to put up my my VHF. I was using and will use again, the Faraday by Ben Eady. Really like that antenna. But I mean, throw a dipole up, throw an end fed. I'll actually take my linked end fed half wave and I'll unlink the 40 meter element. So I'll just have the 20 meter element, raise this mast all the way up, and it's just high enough to where the transformer, the unun, will hang probably a foot or so off the roof of the car. Works great, just as a vertical. Do make sure you have clearance above you when you're doing this. So that's the spider beam. Let's try, this is the MFJ 1917. Unfortunately, MFJ is no longer in business, but look at that. That fits too. That's fantastic. I've not tried it with this mast yet. So that's great. And then we have the DX Commander Classic mast, another 10 meter mast. That fits no problem. Gotta love that. And then finally, we have the TN07 mast that also fits in there no problem. So all of these masts will fit in there. So just, you need to check the bottom. This is always the Achilles heel, no pun intended, because I've had Achilles tendonitis for the past week and a half. Check the diameter, the outside diameter of the bottom cap to make sure it'll fit. 2.5 inches is what they advertise the outside diameter of that for. So if you're 2.5 inches or less, you can finally have a drive-over mast mount that will hold your fiberglass telescopic mast. So if you want to grab one of these drive-over mounts, I will leave an Amazon affiliate link in the description. Until next time, my name is Mike K at MRD. Thanks for watching Ham Radio Tube 73.